Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for June 17th. June 17th is the 168th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 169th in leap years, with 197 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is apothem. Apothem is a noun that means a short, pithy, and instructive saying or formulation. For example, Juliet's mother was fond of repeating the apothem, cleanliness is next to godliness. Or her dad's favorite apothem was, go to work every day, pay your bills first, and live below your means. Note that apothem has a homonym in the word apothem, which is spelled similarly but slightly differently and pronounced the same, apothem. And in the case of the second word, it's a noun that means the perpendicular from the center of a regular polygon to one of the sides, like this. Today's word apothem comes to us from Latin, who borrowed it from Greek, a word that meant to speak one's opinion plainly, utter a pithy saying. First known use of the word apothem is in the 1540s, apothem. And because I brought it up and I know you want to know, the geometric term apothem, without the letter G, also comes from a Greek word that meant something like put away, put inside, or that which is laid down. First known use of this one is around 1813. Again, apothem. The word apothem with a G was requested by viewer Easy9 over on Odyssey. Thanks, Easy9. And if you have a word you'd like to see in this Word of the Day segment, drop it in the comments. We'll take a look at it. And with that, we're going to start in the year 1462 when Vlad the Impaler attempted to assassinate Mehmed II, forcing him to retreat from Wallachia. Vlad the Impaler, also known as Vlad III or Vlad Dracula, along with his younger brother, had been held hostage in the Ottoman Empire in order to secure his father's loyalty. His father and older brother were murdered in a coup, and a lot of spy versus spy followed as rivals took over the country. In his attempts to return to his home country and take it back, I would imagine there was probably some sentiment to avenge the death of his father and older brother. As he killed his enemies, he would impale them on spikes to serve as a lesson to any other potential enemies. Yikes. The Ottoman Sultan Mehmed II wanted Vlad to pay homage to him personally. Vlad wasn't about to do that. A great big nope from Vlad. Nope. He had the Sultan's envoy captured and impaled. And so it is that we have today's news item where on June 17, 1462, Vlad the Impaler attempted to assassinate Mehmed II. Fortunately for Mehmed, he had the good sense to skedaddle, and he got out of Wallachia. On June 17, 1631, a woman named Mumtaz Mahal died, giving birth to her 14th child. Her husband, who loved her the most of his 3 wives, was devastated, and he spent the next 17 years building a lovely mausoleum in her honor, which we know today as the Taj Mahal. This is the birthday of singer, songwriter, composer, and lyricist Terry Gilkyson, born on June 17, 1916, in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. Now, I could just hear you thinking, 1916? Holy cow, why do we care about that? Well, Terry was a folk singer and songwriter. And remember, he was born in 1916, so he worked on a ranch, joined the military, served in World War II, got married when he got back from the war when he would have been about 31. And it was about this time when he and his bride moved to California as he wished to pursue a career as a folk singer. He formed a group in 1956 called the Easy Riders, who wrote and recorded some songs, enjoyed some popularity. He left the group 4 years later to work for Disney Studios, where he wrote music for movies and the TV show The Wonderful World of Disney. If you've ever watched the Disney movies, The Jungle Book, Swiss Family Robinson, The 3 Lives of Thomasina, The Aristocats, you will have heard some of Terry Gilkyson's music. His years active in the business only range from the 1950s through the 1960s, when he was in his 30s and 40s. I found this interesting because Terry Gilkyson didn't pass until 1999 at the age of 83. Terry Gilkyson. Now we have a playlist of episodes for this day in history, as well as a playlist of single subjects called How About That? And words of the day in a playlist called There's a Word for That. All right here on this channel. I'll leave links to those playlists for you. Today's song is Greenfields by the Brothers Four. Greenfields is a romantic ballad about longing for someone and the hope of being reunited someday. It was written by Frank Miller, Richard Dare, and Terry Gilkyson. It was released in January of 1960 and reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 that year. Very popular song. It has been covered by several other artists as well. Greenfields by the Brothers Four. Link in the description. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page that's called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Alrighty, back to work. I think we got it this time.